part of this film. And Archie, I was saying backstage, I find Farley such a fascinating character because he's like Oliver in that he is an outsider, but he is in this family. What was sort of your reaction when you read the script?
I mean, I've said this a couple of times, but the route into it was quite unconventional because I probably didn't read the script until my fourth audition. It was under lock and key for so long. We had these
4 auditions?
Yeah, bro. So
you know what? I wish some people had actually auditioned.
Some. I didn't mean to start this. I didn't mean this.
Farley, you troublemaker.
My bad. We just auditioned. I was just auditioning with a monologue. I think a couple of them would have written a Harold Pinter monologue, and I had to do them in different accents. I had no idea what I was auditioning for. And then it was maybe a audition down the line where I finally read the script and I just thought, thank God, this is incredible because all this work it was such a waste of time, and it wasn't. It was just so good, and Farley was just. I think on the page, and I keep being told, oh, he's so mean, he's just like, and he's a villain, but I don't feel that way, and I feel like there were some things that on the page maybe felt mean, and I was really excited to unpick them and work out where they were all coming from, and yeah, and then we just kept adding to that and just having fun with it. It was just such a fun character to play. Is that you taking the mic or taking a fly? What are you taking?
There was a piece of fluff.
But take the mic.
I thought it was a metaphor for something.
Spoken too much.
No, I don't think he's mean at all. He is actually trying to protect his family, and he's, yeah.
It's defense mechanism. It's armor.
May I ask, so you didn't read the scripts, but you knew you were doing these monologues. Were you going in just on the basis that it was an Emerald Fennell project?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was obviously a fan of Emerald and was down to do whatever she was doing, and so I was just along for the ride and working really hard at it. Yeah.
Speaking of people who aren't terrible, Jacob, I find on I came out wrong. I meant the character of Felix. Yes. No, I was just telling him actually the other day I did a Q&A with him, and everyone was like, "He's so nice." I was like, what did you expect? Like,
No.
The character of Felix in the range of like the worst people, he's definitely at the bottom. He's actually the most probably decent person despite his family, which I think is actually a testament to him. What did you sort of make of this character when you read him?
I think it kind of depends how you look at it, because there is this, the world that Emerald sort of showed me, in which he kind of is really vile in the same way that everyone else is, you know what I mean? But in the way that kind of makes everyone good at the same time. But for me, immediately, I just kind of, not to be too kind of dicky about it, but I had this idea that sort of through the script, he's just like a lightning bolt of sunshine. Like he has to be up and it has to be gold. So I just sort of was trying to like personify that, I suppose, which is, you know, a lot more fun than playing someone like, you know, shitty.
No, someone described him to me as, well, he's nice, but he's not good. Right. And I was like, oh, that's exactly what
but then
it
it's
is.
really like, you know, who is, you know, 24 hours a day if you like watch yourself. Everyone does something a little wrong, you know.
And I don't mean to open a hornet's nest, but was it an audition process or?
Yeah, not 4.
How many?
No, I didn't. I had to work really hard for it, actually. First, I got to meet with Emerald, and we met in, I'm just going to say it was like Barbie's office. Everything was pink.
Sorry, it wasn't my office, it was the Lucky Chap office.
It was a Lucky Chap
I should
office,
say.
right. But you were sat back, like in this office, like, this is my office. No, but you did tell me it wasn't your office immediately. So we met, and Emerald was super specific, but also incredibly vague. She was like, there's this movie, and there is going to be some guys in it that do stuff, and one is quite good, but and then there's a bad one who is but, and then she goes, so yeah, anyway.
Can I just say,
Good impression.
I was not allowed to show anyone the script, and I'd been told quite firmly by some frightening gentlemen that I was not allowed to talk about it. Therefore, I was trying to
Yes.
kind of get the measure.
But you did.
Okay.
I think, and from that point, I knew that regardless of what the script was, I wanted to make the movie. And then a little bit later, I was in London, and I sort of got to read in the room with her, and we did an audition, and then luckily I got it.
Did you ever do a Harold Pinter monologue, or was that just Archie?
No, the Harold.
That's you. It's your movie.
You're awesome.
No, sorry. It's just the Harold Pinter monologue was not for. It was for very different everyone had a different thing to do,
Oh,
depending on who they were
interesting.
playing.
I just think it because I can see why the character of Farley you would use a Harold Pinter monologue. It makes perfect sense. So did you have a different one for Jacob?
I had the movie. I had the scenes.
You need to talk.